Hey everybody, this is Tambeyoda, and today from the Star Wars Retro line we have Escape from the Death Star game with exclusive Grand Moff Tarkin. Alright, so as you can see here we have our game, our recreated board. It has a little bit of intentional distressing on the edges to make it look like it's old, make it look like it's not brand new. The only difference that you're going to see is that you're going to see this Grand Moff Tarkin figure from the original. There's not going to be a window here or anything, or this intentional distressing. Everything else pretty much looks the same. The box, as you can see, it says Star Wars, the stuff from the Escape from the Death Star game. And basically the same thing on the other side right there, and then another thing on that side, and then basically the same thing on this side. And they got the Kenner logo on here, but it's not really by Kenner. We all know that this is from Hasbro, because you can see right here, Disney, Hasbro Gaming, Star Wars, Hasbro.com. They're just using that Kenner logo on there to recreate it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that Hasbro did acquire Kenner, or they just bought the rights to use the Kenner logo, because you know Disney's got all the money that they could ever want. So, but here's a recreation of the back of the box. Also, it's nice black and white. We still got it in that cellophane. So let's go ahead and get this box open so we can check it out. Alright, so that cellophane layer has been removed now. You can see it's not all as shiny as it used to be. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. We're going to have to readjust our camera just slightly so that we can open this up. Is anything on the inside? No, there's nothing on the inside of the board. So normal. We got this little piece right here. This is where our Grand Moff Tarkin is. That's a little very nice. It's that same back of the card that we have with the other ones. Those first 6 that we got. So it's very cool, very, very interesting. This is a good idea. I do believe that this is a lot of this is what the retro collector guys or the vintage collection guys are getting into, are these figures that they never created before. A lot of them are, from what I understand, getting upset about the retro collection, especially their beloved. Some of those figures are really expensive. They can get into the couple of thousands for those, and them just being reissued like this, you know, they're not too happy about that. I don't really care. It allows me to get a figure that I never had in the past. So we got this piece right here that basically just looks like it's just to hold that Tarkin figure in there. And coming into here, okay, so we got these are these clips, the stands for the play pieces, which these are the play pieces right here. So we got 4 different colors. We got green, red, blue, and yellow, along with our characters here: Han Solo, Chewbacca, then Leia, and Luke. All 4 of those just repeated. So basically all you have to do is you just pop this out, bend it over, and just push it into the stand, and it'll look like this right here. So here are the play instructions. I'll get you all of this so that you can just pause and read. So if you just want to read the instructions on your own, you have all of that in there. So, all right, and we got this R2 spinner right here. It seems to spin pretty good. I watched somebody else's review and they said it didn't spin as good as the original, but this seems to spin just fine for me. Oh, this little box where you can keep all your little extra pieces in there, I guess. Looks like this right here. Also put cards or something in there. And here are the cards. I thought that I saw that had it. I thought he had two packs of cards. Only got one pack. Han and Chewie are trapped. Move your Luke and Leia to their space. All right. That could be a hindrance or a good thing. Just a box. And then we have our game board here with looks like a piece of cardboard in there as a spacer. And watching that review, I did find out that you have this print right here. The original boards don't have that print. From what I saw in there, it's completely slick black. And if you open up the Death Star, it looks the game board. It looks almost the same, except it's a little bit larger. I think they blew it up a little bit bigger. So you got your trash compactor. You got to make it from the trash compactor to the Rebel base. So that is your goal, and I think you have to make it in between to like the detention block, the tractor beam, and the control room also in there. So I'm not exactly sure. Are these individually numbered, or is that just a date stamp? Huh, that's cool. At some point I'll have to play this, but my main focus, as I've stated many times, is that Tarkin figure. So I want to take a look at that. Now, I did have a few retro figures growing up, or a few vintage figures growing up. They weren't mine, they were my brother's, because Star Wars kind of came out a little bit before my time. I was born in '79, and Star Wars itself came out a couple years before I was born. Put this in here. That. All right, so this is a Tarkin figure. This is what I was wanting to look at here. But yeah, I looked at this again. So Tarkin figure. Whew. All right, let's go ahead and get this bad boy out of the package so we can check him out too. All right, so we're out of the package with our Tarkin figure, and man, he looks good. He looks really good. I do enjoy this figure. And oh, so he does have his Imperial blaster right here. So the way that you can kind of tell the difference between what I've been told or what I've seen, the way that you can tell the difference between these blasters from the originals and from these are that these are kind of a true black color. They don't have a clear, some of them have, the originals have, it's made out of a clear black or translucent black where you can actually see through. If you take like a flashlight or something and hold it to the back of it, you'll be able to see through it. But these are completely black plastic, so you're not going to be able to see that. Now here's the figure himself. Very nice. It says Hasbro on there instead of Kenner. It does not have a date stamp mark on there. Is it on the bottom of the foot? Nope. All right. Very nice, dude. I do like these figures. These really excite me. These figures really excite me. So I'm ready for some more to come out, and I'm ready for them to make some new figures also. Hopefully, my fingers crossed, I hope they release a lot more than just those 6 and even more than just the original 12. So all right. Well, his articulation, as you can see, he only has about 5 points of articulation. So at the shoulder, each shoulder, these hips right here, so you go forward. You can't make him move back because of that ass flap. He has a head joint. You can turn his head left and right, but God, good God almighty, this thing excites me. Gosh, it's blaster is a little loose in the hands. I don't know if that was something that the original figures had issues with them holding the blasters. I don't know. You have to make a comment down in the bottom in the comments and let me know. But it seems a little wobbly there. So, all right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this video review of mainly Grand Moff Tarkin, but we also got that Escape of the Death Star game in there. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that right now. This is Tambeyoda. I'll see you guys next time.